right back. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I do thank you and appreciate you for liking, sharing, subscribing and commenting. You are doing a great job, and for those who are new here, please just subscribe, like, share and comment. As usual, I'm Nabagesela Sarah. Program is Let's Talk About It. Yes, today we have a very interesting topic, that is marriage. This topic cuts across, everyone goes through this thing. So we are going to be talking about marriage. At what age should someone get married? What are the things that someone should put into consideration before getting married? And very many other things that we're going to be talking about. I have a beautiful lady here with me and a handsome man here with me. We're going to be sharing. They are married, so they're going to be telling us more about marriage out of their experience. And at this particular moment, let me welcome them. They say hi to us and we shall start right away. I'm beginning with you, gentlemen. Welcome to this show.
Thank you, Sarah. Hi, our viewers. I'm Edwin Tuinomugisha. I'm happy to be part of this show.
Wow, he's Edwin Tuinomugisha. As you heard him, he's going to be telling us more about marriage. Just stay tuned. Let's go to our beautiful lady here. Yes, welcome to the show, darling.
Hello, our dear viewers. I am very happy to be hosted at this program. My name is Nachimba Doris.
As I have told you, these people are married, but it doesn't mean husband and wife. No, she's married to someone and he is married to someone. So we are going to be starting. And our very first question is, at what age should someone get married? Or what is the right age for someone to get married? And to clarify more about that, these people are going to tell us at what age did they get married. And I'm beginning with Edwin. At what age did you get married?
Wow. Thank you very much, Sarah. Once again, I'm very really blessed to be part of this show. I've always admired being part of this, and finally here I am. Well, looking at that very interesting topic, getting married and having a partner, Sarah, I think I want to differ a little from your view. I don't really, I'm not an advocate of age and time. I believe that any other person who feels like they are ready and set for this, they have had what we call the soul reunion. They have had the soul union. Then these people are capable of forming the partnership. They are capable of coming together to be one person as a wife and a husband. Me in particular, I understand my viewers could keep on wondering whether I'm trying to dodge the question, but I would still make it clear that I came to get my partner, I for one, when I realized that my partner, the wife of my two that I have today, was really ready, and I felt ready, and then I told her that it was the right time, it was our right time to go into this. And from there, we became the husband, and she became my wife.
Wonderful. But still, you're dodging out something. Which age exactly?
Well, our viewers understand Sarah needs to know the exact age. And I must tell you, well, myself, I had a dream from when as I was growing up. I kept on telling myself that I should have my firstborn before I enter 30s. And indeed, God made it. Before I entered the 30s, I had gotten a wife.
Wow.
And we had produced a baby.
Yes.
So I can tell you, just count within 20s, from 24 and 27, I had a wife, we had a baby.
Yes.
So I can tell you, for me, maybe I could be different from other people. Other people want to wait until they clock 40s, 30 plus. But me, with my ideas, I felt like I could become a great husband within my mid-20s.
Okay, that is so wonderful. Yeah, I know that some people out there are confused. Should I get married at 20, at 27, at 40? We are here to answer all those questions. Yes, Doris. At what age did you get married?
Actually, some people may be wondering, and they may think that, this young lady, what is she going to talk about marriage?
Yes.
But according to some experience I have and the research I've made, my dear, pick what I'm trying to tell you. If I don't get different from Edwin, marriage has no particular time. It's just when you feel that you've got that right person, the person you share the values. If you get that person and you feel that you're ready, that's when you get married.
Yeah.
But consider the age of 18. Remember, our constitution tells us that if you clock 18, then you can decide for yourself.
Yeah.
My dear ones, if you've not yet clocked 18, you're not ready for marriage. But if you reach 18, there you are free to find a partner where you will connect in souls and heart. Then you'll get married to that person.
Okay, that is so wonderful. But still, the exact age is what we want.
Okay, I have my firstborn and he's 2 years now.
Wow.
Me, I'm 24.
Wow.
So I think you can also count from there. I will not differ from Edwin.
Wow, thank you so much, Doris. Yes, I hope my viewers are good calculators. They've already known that. Wow, so from there, I get a question still. You've been talking about someone getting ready. Like, if you feel like you're ready, you get married. As long as you're ready. How ready should someone be? Should that person first own Range Rovers? Should that person first own flat houses? How ready should this person be in terms of finance? Edwin.
Well, now, sir, look, if you talk about marriage, according to me, marriage is not about material things.
Okay.
If you sit back and think about the material things that maybe you want first own a big house in Munyonyo, you want first have a mansion in Muyenga, you want first own properties in Kampala city, you know, someone is thinking about having a Range Rover and then you get married, then my dear, I think that is really a very wrong view of marriage.
But Edwin, to bring a point about that, you're saying that if someone has that thing in mind, is wrong. But nowadays, girls or ladies, they look at those things. That's why, by the way, people nowadays are not getting married soon, because every lady you tell, I would like to marry you. Do you have a Range Rover? Do you have this and this? Do you have an account in this and this bank? So, clarify more about that.
Well, still I want to challenge Sarah on that point. Well, this is what is there. This is what is out there. But I just want us to still pose a question to those people and ask how many have stayed in such kind of relationships. Well, you will think of having a man who is rich, who is okay, who is, you know, having it all. But then the question is, how many of such kind of nature have really stayed in their marriages? So that is what remains the question, Sarah. So I think in this angle, we need to, you know, analyze things critically. That getting married, one, I would honestly remain an activist and say we have to abide by the Constitution. Therefore, you shouldn't get married when you are 18, you are below 18.
Yes.
And in any case, below 18, you are still studying. I wouldn't still encourage anybody to think of getting a partner when you are still studying. The two cannot clearly move together. In turn, one will be, you know, affected in one way or another. So my point of view is that I wouldn't really encourage one to say, I have gotten a boyfriend, maybe I'm done with studying, I've started working, I have my boyfriend, but our target or our marriage limit, something which is still limiting us to get married, is because my husband, my boyfriend, has not yet achieved A, B, C, D. In this case, I mean, one is saying I cannot go for my boyfriend because he has not yet bought a car.
Yeah.
Rubbish. Then I don't really think that is correct. I'm not going for, you know, for my boyfriend because he has not yet built in the city, my dear. Then that is wrong.
Yeah.
So this is where I draw my point from. That if truly the husband and the wife at this stage they are still boyfriend and girlfriend.
Dating.
They are still dating themselves. So if you love yourselves and you feel like amongst all ladies that are within this country, for example, that is my Doris.
Yes.
I have selected Doris. I understand my wife won't get annoyed of this. I'm just using Doris as an example.
Yes.
So if you say Doris is my wife, Then understand one another. There are some factors we consider in marriage and love. Take time. Start about Doris. Understand her. Read the element and value of patience.
Yes.
Check and read the element and factor of love, true love.
Yes.
That love which is not materialistic. So after you have understood this lady, then set goals. Have your targets as a growing couple. Say, we must achieve this in 4 years to come. Say, we must achieve this in 2 years to come.
Yes.
Then as a growing and strong couple, start working towards that. Sarah, I believe you can still achieve it.
Wow. Thank you so much, Edwin.
Welcome.
I hope the point has been cleared. If you've been thinking about money, aina kachi, avuga moto kachi, kizimbe chichi asula, my darling, you will end up getting married to sugar daddies and sugar mummies, because those are the people that have money. But if you want to get married to someone of your age, my dear, don't put that into consideration. Wow. So another question that I have, and it's going to go directly to Doris, is what should someone look at? Or what did you consider, you as Doris, what did you look at before getting married to your handsome husband?
I get. Okay. In few words, I would like to sum up marriage. Marriage is love. My dear, before you get married, I think you first fall in love with that person you want. Marriage is love, and marriage is like a business contract. Once you sign it, my dear, you've already done a deal there. So marriage is love. And to go back to Sarah's question, she has asked me about what we consider when choosing a marriage partner. What I considered when choosing my partner, I have. Number one, before choosing a marriage partner, first look at that inner person. We don't look at just the beauty or the outer appearance.
Yes.
But we look at that inner person. How is that person inside? If I happen to take this person home, will I manage to be with him or her? So I'm giving an advice to the young ones watching over there. Before you get married to your partner you want, first look at this. Number one, spiritual aspects. Look at that person. During the time of dating, the conversations you have, does that person mention anything about God? Remember.
Excuse me, Doris, before you go on. Still about that point of dating. I've ever heard some people saying you have to date for over 5 years, 6 years. For how long should someone date a person?
Not really that you're supposed to date for years. You're supposed to date for a particular time, not so many years. But you date for a particular time. As you're dating, you're understanding the person that you love. I was talking about the spiritual aspect. If you're dating your partner, in the conversations that you have, does that person talk about God anywhere? Remember, God is the controller of everything. And if you don't have God in your relationship, my dear, again, it will fade off. You should consider God. So that person you're going to marry should also be considerate to God. Another one is, before you get married to that person, look into your values. What do you want from a person? Some people think that I'm looking for that right person. I'm looking for that perfect person. My dear, that right person is not there. There is no one who is 100%. But for you, if you have your targets and you say, I want a man who has this, this and this. If you find that man, let's say you've set your target of 6 values, and you find that person at least with 3 or 4, you can still go ahead with that person as you build in those values in that person. I think I'm clear there. Another value is, what love, what's the relationship, what bondage do you have, you and the person you're planning to get married to?
Yes.
Edwin talked about the true love. before getting married to that person, you must have that true love for that person. You must have that trust.
Not love for money,
Not
love
love
for
for-
cars.
Yes. It shouldn't be love for material things.
Yes.
It should be love from the heart. My dear, remember I told you, beauty is not the appearance of the face, but beauty comes from inside. Now, before you get married or before you get someone to marry, my dear, don't look at the appearance or the outer beauty.
Yeah.
Ojja kutomera. That's the truth.
Wow, owulidde ojja kutomera. I like that word. Mukwano gwange oba toyagala kutomera, kye bayita okutomera Doris kyayogeddeko. Take your time, study that person. Si myaka mingi, but give it time, study that person. If you feel like you are ready, then go for marriage.